And when I ask the question, you can unmute your sound and answer. But after that, you will keep on muting and unmuting depending on the situations. All right. Okay. In Abakan chapter 1, DP chapter 1, kakan tipui takna chung kathak le dai do na hemi hi nakina tan school kan do le huna kek so kang apoi mo zo ki chapter 2 power sharing ha hen do dai la power sharing in chapter 2, it is a very important chapter and it carries 4 marks. Long answer 4 marks. DP John chapter point mo beraniti ka in chat atan ka tu ni chu ba chon uluk takin lo ngai thawla kapan ho don lowa. DP is a very complicated chapters. It is a very complicated lesson since it deals with the polity of the country. So I'm not going to be very fast in explanation. I'm going to go slow, and I want all of you to be very attentive. Ruti pui pui tika. Mute your sound. All right, I'm going to start. Power sharing. Do you all have your textbook with you? Do you have all your textbook with you?
Yes, miss.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
so
miss.
let us begin. During class 9, in your previous classes, you have learned about democracy. We have learned about the constitutions. We have learned about the system of governance of our country. Kan ram in kay shuai ne kan soma kan ram kal phung te kan zira te kan zira ni through election chungchang competition and contestations po kan zira in kan na chungchang te po kan zira through bo in nia chuan chu thonei na kan ramin I kan constitution in allow duan more democracy a bet how are powers shared in a democratic forms of government? Now let us see here. We already understood the meaning of democracy, right? Democracy is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Now in a democracy, a country is ruled according to the wishes of the people. On the other hand, mi pui ten kan ai o tur kha kan thanga khan kan ai o tur te khan kan ke mani tan de kan ram ma son ni turin ro and rela ma an shwai ni te kha kan sha the poem. Now let us see here that power sharing thunena in sim kha kan zir dona. Why are power sharing necessary? Evagin ye power sharing hi a poem. Take for example, power kam mi pakhat kuta chuan kha mi pakhat akha mi fel to ani chuan apoi lowa amaro chu mi pakhat thu nei na zong nei tu kha al mi thalo alo ni pal ve chuan mi pui te har san na le mi pui te ta na boy na thian thei tu ani thei tlat chumi laka kan lo fi hlim thei nan hian thu nei na kha power is being shared, all right, so that the people would be free from such arrogant or dictatorial types of leader. And in a power sharing, there is a system of check and balance, all right. When power are being shared, there is a system of check and balance, and not only that, powers penetrated even to the lowest level of the people. That is why power sharing is very important in a country, especially like India. So let us see what are the significance of power sharing. Power sharing brings in unity in diversity. How does it bring unity in diversity? Take for example our country, India, Hello, and Thailand example. Kan ram chu trong tik hat sa khop pakhat wan amo in kai shwai na tik hat kal pui ram kan mi alo mi chi sang om khom kan mi tru mi chi sang om khom kan ya kan chonga in anglawa kan pela in anglawa kan khosak zia in anglawa kan culture in anglawa communities po chi sang khom kan ya power sharing awang hian chu in an lo na lai chu min sui zom tu le min ti khom tu ani thei bet let alright so that it can help us in working together collectively as one collective nation, as one nation. That is the first significances of power sharing. Number 2, political stability. If they suppose, all right, if power is not being shared in a very fair manner, or take for example, say a kuta mizo mizo te hitune na ne talauta ila kuta Central India kwantune na kenko vecta se political stability om thengem om thei lawang eng wangin ne om thei lawang kan ti chuan khu laya Central khan mizo te hi min kai tha tất cả sẽ mizo te kha kan lung oi thei don lawani kan lung oi lo chuan ram laka ram shwai tu te laka khan buai na kan chok chuak te buai na kan chok chwa chan chu chan enge athen don political instability ram kha agnet thei lawa ram kha ake dar zok don ani chumi ani awangin power sharing jang kai ni le koi mo ni chu mizo chu heta regional more provincial autonomy kan ne na khan unity ya in try lo te ni ti kha kan sha to kha kha na kin na kan na sei sao don apathum na jan integrity political stability om lo na reng reng a chuan enge om lo unity and integrity om thei lo ram le internal disturbances to state bo amo mi le ram khat ni mai la ram mi te kha kan nung oi lo wa kan in nung wa lo chuan ram din mun kha agnet thei lo alright a country cannot be united there cannot be any kind of stability in the country understand and if that keeps going alright it would damage the country integrity and unity. Furthermore, equal opportunities. Power sharing help us to give us a chance to be involved in what is going on in our country, help us to be involved to participate in the governance of the country. All right. Now, how does it help us? How can you say that it helps us? By giving us equal access of opportunities. Power sharing awang hian mitin te alian le atte ampere cha me chia mo om tolwin in clear shan na om tolwin dik na le chan bo min pe vek kan nei vek pha thaya chu achat na lai chu anta ni apangana john adherence to democratic principle. Power sharing help us to what? To realize, help us to understand the principles of democracy and also the basic principle, the most important principles of democracy. What are they? Equality, liberty, and fraternity. Power sharing here include planete, zelenate, in una nate, tiang sokin, min sirtirin, min shatir, aneti kakanu. Share the point. There are how many types of power sharing? Power sharing here, it can be categorized into different forms. What are they? Power sharing among different organs of the government, power sharing at different levels of the government, power sharing among different social groups, power sharing among various political parties. Now, especially in a country like India, it is very necessary that power is to be shared. All right. Otherwise, the majority can take control over the minority. Power sharing would not let them kind of aim to helaya alian zok le atam zok then at claim zok le atil the tailor zok the anra be lower and or be low not power sharing he appoint more aim the can share the point more. All right. Plus 9 na in zito ha. Plus 9 na John India ka British Noya Lai Khan British Ho Khan India Khan and Pangai Reng Long True and of better until they song and last of Becky can share India Kamaniram Tuga Ne can tune na Emma and Nilo. They don't have any power, they don't have any rights. Or understand why? Because power is vested only in one hand. British. Oh, British. Now, not only that, constitutions. British kan han Petra ka Zealand na kan han swal chuan hu ko khan India din hun kha ala chuang lo reng. All right. Why? It have to pay a very heavy prices because power is not shared equally between the two distinct communities of our country, that is Muslim and Hindus. Understand? Kang song an lo pal klang to abang khan kan constitutional framers te hian India hi ram pakhat anga alo ko sak the om the nan kan in lung wala heram la ka tai tu ma kan in action lo nan thun nei na in sensai ki apoi mo. And there are different forms of power sharing in tito ha apakhat na chuan power sharing among different organs of the government. Look here in your book, page 212. There is a horizontal divisions of power among the three organs of the government of India. Horizontal, do you know what is a horizontal? Yes? Unmute block horizontal to share. Horizontal. Horizontal.
Yes, miss.
Horizontal.
Horizon.
Horizontal. What do you understand by horizontal? Can you see the whiteboard? Whiteboard is oh, you put there.
Yes, miss.
Yes. This is horizontal straight. All right. This is the legislative, this is the executive, this is the judiciary. Now, in India, power is shared among different organs of the government. All right, horizontally, according to the constitution, according to the norms of the constitution. All right, now each levels of the each organs of the government have their own areas of jurisdiction. Tunai na zone an nei veka an tunai na zone jot an tu vek many. Tu vek may independent an nigatika judiciary in a tunai na zone jan tu an nei a legislative po a tunai na zone jan tu an nei a executive po a tunai na zone jan a tu le ani amaro tu two vexika and in the shangtilo rende. All right, they all share power. They have their own areas of jurisdictions, and in their areas of the jurisdiction, they have immense power. But yet, though they are independent, though they are separated from one another, yet they are as one. Pakhat. One organ and the Tony. You understand? Why is that? Why is that? Why do you think is that? Legislative, executive, and judiciary to tunay na nay chow and ya and tunay na zona to tunay vek and ni in anglo vek amaro to and in the shang tailor and in the shang tailor. So that there would be a system of check and balance. System of check and balance. Take for example, legislative prime minister local judiciary executive then and that's what to allow dangang Mo chu tiang ang chia chon executive kan athune na aman swa chon legislative le judiciary anlo thalni lang. So also the judiciary kha athune na amang swa la ni chon executive le legislative in anlo thalni ve thunga. So kha thune na ma ni zon chawa nei vek ma se an du da ni an pang the chuang lo ni ti kha kan share the point mo. So that is power sharing among the different organs of the government. Take for example, Prime Minister chu kan ma cha the two bedroom. And when it comes to internal matters, internal relationship, the Prime Minister of India is very powerful. At taka thok tu Prime Minister ni amaro chu dan amo til amo kan ram ta na initiative ala don reng cho tu pompui nge mo kha tu pompui nge President pompui na ala mo thoni he still need the approval of the president. So in that way you can understand that though power is being specifically to these different organs of the government, yet they cannot be separated from one another so that they can check one another on their misuse of power. And that check and balance tam kai ni chu enge kan ti chuan kan ram din mun alo chiat lo na kan ram yi alo dictatorial kota alo plak lo nan mi pakhat ro ren waya a om lo nan power is being shared among different organs of the government. They can share the point. Oh, power sharing at different levels of government. Now, different organs, legislative, the executive, the judiciary, now power. Why is power shared among the different levels of the government? That is the central and state. Nothing Prime Minister here. Mizoram the state song he can go back may say akuta on back may say in jail ball zong in Teshwan zong he a man can go back may say and banging yet chief minister a governors that he can nail as the time. Why? More central Tanghan the lead tang Tanghan Mizoram the mo monete Mizoram mi puita do dante Mizoram mi pui ha san le te kha ron jing fel sung sung mai se Mizoram thang ngai to lo win a fel fai so me am tu true kan bo zong at I kan ramin kan nei lo zong tam tak khula ma tang kan di la ngai tho se a boi thang me anh mà sẽ khá thiêu địch anh đi thấy lo ni thiêu ni thấy anh đi lo ni em vang như nhiệt chút thiêu địch anh đi thấy lo nó chăn why take for example Prime Minister Modi Puta Khan the victa ila Prime Minister Puta Khan the victa ila cái ni minority section min nói hùng sok the din mun kha achiat dona wangin kan din mun kha he aya nasa a din hun chiso ka kan dona wang kha provincial autonomy, provincial power kha apoi motani, and that is why constitutional framers the federal system that the union government, unitary government can be rural federal system can pui angai ni chanju to me to lo nitani. All right, why do we opt federal system of government or divisions of power so that every sections of the societies are not left behind? Do you understand? Mizoram Kotero te minority money in Chom Taylor Central Sorkara la independent how the point two let la gan ne ve nan gan out pui ve nan. Power is shared between different levels of the government. All right, 2000 Constitution in again central union government to name it in there, state to name it in. Atuang kap many omzia to Mizoram in Keshua in the Ghana Khan central Khan do danin 200 imposed him. Chuang Lawani. Kan ram in their board dana jon kan chief minister le Mizoram mi puite du dana ngin tam takan kalpuya 2000 tu body kha he tu institute ni lo kha institute ni lo tin thu aron ni thiang lo athun dei ne tu chin bi ka kha bi thias kha po chu appoint mo ni chu ke ni min huai nong sok din mun min huai nong sok te point thun nei na mo rights liberties kan lo exercise ve thi ni tu ano ni ta ni is it clear do you understand power sharing among different social groups let us go back why are power shared among different social groups why do you think that power is shared among different social groups India is a diverse country again let us go back so anei nomule majority or Hindu India chan eng communities ne tamber kan ti chan Hindu an tamber ni Hindu communities the kha majority anya Muslim te Christian kan ti te sa khadang be ho community dang ho kha minority a marginalized society in anda chi ni chumi ani awang chuan majority atam zok ten atlem zok ten min ra be min o be lo nan mo min noi nung an mo min en dong lo nan khan power is shared among different social group how is that anything you to can calculate minority section at the po different levels of governance and administration in kai shwana la in bon da ko nga ke kan pen chwa a chumi ke kan pen chwa thei na tur dan ron siam kha do you understand that is called power sharing among different social groups take for example the local council atangte AMC atangte chon chu pon ni lo me chia te tan pon seat reservation na oma khang zong song kha constitution khan adwang ni eng ba ga dwang nge ani kan ti chon min noi nung te po in chan vo kan lo nei ve thia o te kan lo nei ve the na atana constitution ram na alo siam khanita ni kan ram him na to le kan ram pum khan na to ra constitution alo duan sa pek khanita ni power sharing among various political parties in India John we have a multi-party system why does India have a multi-party system India has a multi-party system because India is a diverse country and so to accommodate all those differences so that to accommodate all those diverse group of people we have a multi-party system in which every sections of the society can have the opportunity to stand on a political platform all right we understand so that is what we are learning about the forms of power sharing in our country. Now, federalism. Federalism the meaning of federalism is divisions of power. Power is divided among the union, the state, and the local level. Union kan ti chuan central sarkar, state kan ti chuan state sarkar, local kan ti chuan AMC te village councils kan ti te district councils kan ti te ni that divisions of power between different levels of government is called federal system of government or federalism when ni a chul khati lai theng cha kha ka ji te don chu a complicated bangin all right you can unmute yourself le so na ka so don chu please unmute yourself power sharing among different organs of the government and through legislative executive judiciary can and they have their own areas of jurisdiction they are independent in their areas of jurisdiction but they cannot be separated from one another Pasan in la shang thai lo le me en va in la shang thai lo me kha en va in la shang thai lo me an ni
because of the situation of power.
yes ka thai lo ring do lekin they are placed at the same level Right.
Ano
They
yung
are
po?
placed at the same level. Oh, ang bangin mo.
Power sharing.
Oh, power sharing ang bangin ko. Power sharing to ang bangin ni executive na legislative na judiciary kan power ka ang share na chan ka. Why do they share?
Because
No
no one will be able to misuse.
Yes, no, so that no one will be able to misuse
Sharing.
Power.
Their powers.
their powers. Take for example, Modi ko ta chau hen thu nei ni hi om ta vek me se democracy kan ni theng yang.
No.
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 Modi kha lo swal thut pe sen chuan nge kan ni ta kang le. What will we become? Dictatorial.
Dictatorship.
All right. Power sharing at different levels of the government in Zerle atro state central layer state kan tunai na constitution kan tunai na apebe be ni atam so to central sarkar hian tunai na anga so ka ma se engwangin ne different levels power hi sharing in sanle why are power shared between different levels of government?
Sharing is caring.
Huh? Come on. So that the central government will not take advantage of the minorities. Very good. Power sharing among different social groups. Social groups, community groups, society, power. Tunay na share ani le ta ni environment can share
Miss, can you repeat again?
Why does power is being shared between different social groups? So that the majority will not take advantage of the minority. At terms of minority at terms of true and rabia and power sharing among various political parties power sharing among various political parties so that I tebok ang sinakan say bok and hilang sok te ate sok te point political platform and low din swabe thainan true and him our sharing among various political parties homework ka don to class din mi to ha ang mi to
No me.
No don't say no. Look at your book, page 224. At a glance, can you look?
200.
Class la pay lo ka tiang music tibitul ko tulo swap may la pay mi alo At a glance, can you One, a democratic system needs certain mechanism. One, that two. At song in ya katiyan. Pakat pani patum pali panga parok federalism kenka. Federalism is a system of government in which power is divided between the central, state, and regional government. Kaka in low by heart. Swan by heart. Number one, write whether the following statements are true or false. Let two, tick the correct options. Tick the correct option. Write whether the following statements are true or false. Kaka. In textbook in low Thai next class camera kan in on in homework in tila kan enang. John tick the correct options ค่ะ in long when ค่ะ in homework ตัวนี้บอกขังDo you find? Do you see page? Your homework will be page 224, 225, and 226. That is tick the correct options. All right, class is over. We'll continue in the next classes. So it's all Khan, hello, my people.
Thank you, Miss.
Any question?
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Thank you. Chào. Miss, master
Chắc có
Mới
bậc
vừa
thang
đã out there.
chắc có bậc thang ở đòn sai để trung trung đi ra tận out phân thiết toán. Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Bye bye
Miss.
bye bye bye.
Bye bye, Miss.